Hello, Sergeant Devilldog here, and welcome to episode 6 in my series on construction simulators. In this episode, we are taking on our second contract since we set up our company. It is a commercial building. There is 3 stages in this contract. In step 1, we need to pick up some prefabricated walls, so we need to go to our vehicle dealership and either hire or buy a vehicle big enough to put prefabbed walls on. So we'll just enter our vehicle dealership. We will need to buy a semi-trailer or a prime mover and a trailer. So we'll just have a look at a couple of different ones. The Kenworth's worth $83,000 to buy. So Kenworths are blue. Don't really like blue trucks. We'll head across. Our next truck is a Mack. We've actually driven a Mack. I quite like them. They're at the same price. So we might actually buy this truck, as we've got over $200,000 in the bank and they're only $83,000. So we'll purchase that. And now we'll look at a trailer to put behind the truck. I'm going to choose, it's only $40,000, so we'll buy this trailer, which will come in handy later on in the game. Now we'll just head out the back and hook the trailer up, and then we'll go and find out where we've got to pick up our prefab walls from. So we'll just walk over to our prime mover, climb in, and then we'll just reverse under our trailer and hook up our trailer. Just creep forward a little bit and line ourselves up. When we actually hook up underneath the neck of the trailer, we just hold our square button down, which will lock into place. Just back a little bit more. There we go, couple up. Now we can just head off and we'll follow the lines on the road. This is going to lead us downtown. And just head up. Could take a little bit to drive downtown, so I might actually jump forward by cutting the video, and I'll catch up with you when we get downtown near the factory where we're going to pick up our prefab walls. Rightio, we're about 170 metres away from the factory, so we'll just turn into the main driveway and head around to the back of the building to the loading dock, and we'll park our truck in the loading dock. The loading dock's on the far left hand side of the factory, so we'll head right around, sneak in underneath the cover and just park ourselves in the blue box marked on the road. Swing around here to the left. It's a fairly big blue box we've got to park in. So just nudge forward until the blue box disappears off the road, and then we can jump out and walk around to the office. And there we go. Turn our headlights off, and now we'll jump out of the truck. Now that we're approaching the front door, we'll just hold the triangle button down, which will enter the complex. As you can see, our commercial building flat pack is available for $4,500, so we'll just purchase this. Hold your X button down to load it automatically on your truck. So we'll load it up. Now we'll exit out. We'll head back around and climb into our truck and head back up to our building site. The building site is positioned up above the dam, so It should take us a couple of minutes to drive back up to there. As you can see, the flat pack is a fairly big piece of equipment. It takes up most of our trailer. So we'll climb into our truck and we'll head back up the hill. Righto, as we move off, it's a little bit harder for the truck to move, but just remember you've got a fair bit of weight on, so swing out wide. We don't want to damage our load on the back. We'll just head back out the same gate as we come in, head back up the street, and this will take us back up onto the freeway so we can head up the hill. I might actually cut the video here so you don't have to watch us drive the 3,000 metres back up to our building location, and I'll catch you when we get back up on top of the hill near our building site. Rightio, back again. We're just approaching the dam. Our building site is on the far side of the dam wall. There's a street off to the right hand side. So as we get up here, we'll slow down and we'll pull into the side street, and we'll reposition the truck ready so we can offload it with our crane. Here's a nice little street. There's our building site directly in front of us. So we'll just swing around here and we'll change the camera angle to make it easier for us to reverse the truck into position. Right, now we've got a nice wide view. We'll just swing around to our left and straighten up, and then we can reverse straight back into position. Just taking it slowly, fairly rough. Swing out wide, straighten up a bit, make it easy to reverse. When you reverse, just do it in little bits at a time, and your camera angle should not change. If you continuously hold the reverse back, your angle of your camera will rotate around your vehicle. So I'll just bring it back a little bit in position, and then we'll jump out of our vehicle, and we have some other material we need to pick up that will not fit in this truck. So what we need to do is actually go into our inventory, find our small truck that's in storage, pull it out of storage, and then fast travel to that truck. As you can see, when we enter our truck, we're back at our yard. So what we're going to do is drive our truck back down to the vehicle dealership so we can organise a large crane so we can offload our semi-trailer and actually put up our flat pack walls. So what I might do is just fast travel to the vehicle dealership. I'll see you when we get there. As you can see, the vehicle dealership has 3 cranes we can hire. This first one is 175,000. This small one's 97. We might go to the small crane. We'll just hire it for the day. We don't have enough money to buy it, so we only need it just to put up the prefab walls. So we'll rent it for the day. Now we need to actually hop back in our truck and go get our other building supplies we need. The building supplies are just up the road. So what we'll do is we'll pull into the car park and make sure you park inside this yellow marked loading zone on the ground. This way, once we buy our supplies, we can auto load them on the truck. So what we'll do is we'll walk around to the front of the shop and go into the shop and look at what supplies we need to buy. Once we've entered the shop, we've picked up our 3 pallets. Just go to checkout. Make sure you highlight the autofill so your material will be automatically loaded on the back of your truck. Now what we'll do is we'll exit the shop, walk around the back of the shop and hop in our truck, and then head up to our building site above the dam. As you can see, when we turn the corner, Our 3 pallets of material have been loaded nicely on the back of our truck and tied down. So we'll just jump in the driver's seat, change the camera angle, and we'll head off up to the building site. So we'll just do a U-turn and head out the gateway that we come in, turn to our right, so head right and up to the top of the hill. There's the motel we renovated in episode 2. Nice steep hill, we'll get a bit of a run up. And there you can see is our prime mover parked up with our flat pack on the back of it. So we'll just slow down here, turn around to our left and park next to the prime mover so we can unload both trucks at the same time once we put our crane up. So just nose in here, we'll climb out. Now we'll just head over to our position where we need to set up the crane. As you can see, when we walk around the truck, it's got an area designated for the crane. Just hold your triangle button down and it'll ask you, do you want to set up your crane? Hold the X button down and we'll set up the crane. Now that the crane's up, we can hold the triangle button down and enter the crane. What we can do now is unload our little truck first. As you can see, there is a white circle on the ground. This is where your hook's going to land. So we need to line the white circle up with the blue circle on top of the load. And we'll lower our hook down. When the blue circle on the load goes green, we can hook the cables up and lift the load up. Lift it up high enough so we can swing it above the fence, and we'll put it in its highlighted area. The load's swaying around a bit. Slowly, small moves, and right, we're over the fence, so we'll lower it down. Once your blue area turns green, you can just hit the X button and the load will fall into place. Rightio, so we'll move our hook back over to the next pallet we need to lift up. Alright, it's going green. Hook back around, hook up, lift the load off the back of the truck, swing it over the fence, try to line up, so then all we have to do is boom in. Swing back to our right. As you can see, since the crane is so high and the cable to the hook is so long, the load swings around a fair bit. So you need to do little movements as possible. Try not to swing your load back and forth. Right, we'll drop the load down. Lift the hook up a tiny bit, swing it back towards the truck. Ooh, we nearly hit the bottom of the truck. We'll have to lift the hook up a little bit to get it above the roof. Still swaying a bit. Oh, need to work it away, tiny little bits. Right, lower it down, hook up the last pallet, lift it up high enough to get above the fence, swing back around to our left, back around to our left, back around to our left. Now we'll have to pull in, work the boom in, work it in. Now we're over our blue square, we can lower it down and drop it into position. Down, down. Now that we've unloaded the small truck, we can unload the flat pack walls off the big semi. As you can see, there is a blue circle in a highlighted box in the back left hand corner of the build site. This is where we need to drop our flat pack. So we'll just lower our hook onto our flat pack, lift it up above the loading ramps of the trailer. Now what we'll do is we'll swing around to our left. We'll try to drop this flat pack box right in the dead centre of the square. If you look underneath the flat pack box, you can see a white circle on the ground. That is roughly the centre of the load, or where your crane hook is hooked up to the load. So if we can get that white circle over top of the blue designated site, pull in a little bit, pull in. I think we're just about lined up. Now what we can do is lower the flat pack down into position. Now it's low down, we'll unhook the crane, lift the hook up, and then we'll jump out of the crane and unload the flat pack. Right, we'll walk around here. Before we actually unload the flat pack, we'll get rid of a couple of these vehicles off the build site. So what we need to do is go into our company vehicles, and what I'm going to do is put the prime mover and the trailer into the storage, and this way they'll get repaired. Right, we'll exit back out. I'm going to keep the other truck, so I've got a vehicle to drive back home once this job's finished. So simply hold the triangle button in, which will unlock the flat pack, and we'll head back and climb in the crane and position the walls of our building. As you can see, as soon as we unlock the flat pack, it actually put blueprints on the ground. So what we actually have is 4 wall pieces we need to fit into the jigsaw. The piece we're looking for is a wall with a window but no door. There is 2 slots this piece could possibly fit into. So what I'll do is I'll actually put it in the wrong slot to show you that it won't actually fit into position if it goes into the wrong spot, and then we'll place it in the right spot. So what we need is to go to the one on the far left face. It has a window but no door. Stop it from swaying. Pull it across a little bit. As you can see, the blue area did not turn green. This tells you it's in the wrong position and it will not slot in. So we need to find an alternate highlighted area with a window but no door that the piece will fit in, which is this piece on the right here. So we'll drop it down. When it actually goes in the right spot, the blue highlighted area will change to green and we can drop it off. Need to pull it back a little bit. There we go, green, hit X and it will slot in the spot. Now what we'll do is we'll boom back around and pick up our next piece. We'll line the hook up. We'll lift up the next piece. As you can see, this piece has a door and a window. There is 2 positions this piece could slot into. So we'll head over to this one over here and lower the piece into place. There it goes green, so we'll hit the X and it'll slot in the spot. Now we have 2 pieces left, one with a door, one without. So what we'll do is just slot with the window, which is the smaller of the 2 pieces. So we'll hook up to that one, we'll swing around, drop it on the highlighted area. If it turns green, drop her in the place. Now we've got 1 piece to go and only 1 hole to fill, so this should be pretty easy to put into position. Lift up our wall, Lift up our wall, swing around to our right, lower it down a tiny bit, down a bit more, and we'll try to swing it into position without damaging it. Boom out a little bit, green, drop it into position. As you can see, as soon as we put the fourth piece of wall in, it has now given us some other flat material to put on the roof so we can concrete the roof. So we'll line our hook up, lift these up, we'll hook our cable up, we'll lift them up, and we'll place them across the roof of the building to finish off stage one. So we'll lift it across, lower it down. As soon as it goes green, hit the X button and it'll drop into place. We'll swing back around, line our hook up, lower our hook, hook the cables up, lift up again. I think there's 4 pieces we need to put in, 4 or 5. Right, we'll swing her across, wait for the roof to go green, hit X and drop into place. Come back and get our next piece, line our white circle up with our blue circle, swing it to the left a little bit, lower the hook down, hook the cables up. Yep, got to lift the hook up a tiny bit. Yep, the hook's a bit low, got to lift the hook up. Yep, swing it around, lower the hook. Sometimes if the hook ain't at the right height, you won't hook up. It has to be just at the right height for the cables to reach out. We'll reposition, hold the hook, there we go. Lift our next piece up, swing across. No, we don't want to position it there, we'll keep going, drop it into place. It looks like we only need one more piece to finish off the roof. We'll hook down, need to lift it up a little bit, swing away, hook down, there we go, and there's our last piece, lift up, swing across to our left, and drop it into place. Oop, dropped it into place, and done. Now what we can do is jump out of our crane, and we're finished with our crane. So we can pack our crane up and return it back to the shop. So do you want to dismantle your crane? Yes, hold the X button down. And there we go. It's taken the money out for the hire of the crane for the period we used it. Now what we'll do is go back into our company, go to our vehicle log, and we'll return the crane. So we don't need it anymore. So we don't have to continue paying hire fees for the crane. Alright, we'll hold the X down and return the crane. App's a bit slow. He's now telling us we can return the truck and trailer to the vehicle dealership. We've already got rid of that before putting the building up. So now what we do need to do is drive down to the vehicle dealership and buy or hire a concrete truck. So I'll catch us up when we get down to the dealership. Rightio, we've arrived at the vehicle dealership. So we'll just go inside and look at trucks to buy. We'll scroll across to the Cat. We've actually used the Cat mixer before, so we might just hire this one for the day. Concrete mixer, $2,700 for the day. So we'll just grab that one. Yes, accept, yes we do. So we'll exit outside. We'll walk around the back of the building and hop in the truck. And now we need to go down to the gravel plant and get a load of concrete. So we'll just head over here and hop in our truck. Once we get in our truck, we'll fast travel down to the quarry and get a load of concrete. I'll see you when we get to the quarry. Right, we're just pulling into the concrete plant now. As you can see, the concrete plant is the building to the left hand side. So we'll just mosey on up here a little bit, pull to the left. Just as we go under the silo, I'll change the camera angle so we can see the loading of the concrete. Just nudge forward a little bit more, get the truck under the silo, and just hold down the triangle button to start loading. As you can see, up in the top left hand corner there's a percentage gauge. This is a concrete you need to finish the job. Once it hits 100%, stop pouring concrete in the back of your truck. As you can see around your speedo, you actually have a yellow bar. This is the weight the truck can hold. As you can see, I can still fit about a third of a load on the truck, but if you buy that amount of concrete, you'll just have to pay to dispose of it at the end. So what we'll do is we'll head back out the gate and up the hill. Just pulling into the building site now. Pulling the street on our left. What we'll do is we'll turn the concrete truck around and put it in position, and now we need to go and hire a concrete pump so we can put this concrete on the roof of the building. So we'll just turn this truck around. Might take 2 or 3 turns to get it around. Fairly big truck. Rightio, I just fast travelled down to the vehicle dealership and we'll go inside and we'll find ourselves a concrete pump to hire. Just scroll across. Cat doesn't have a concrete pump. We'll scroll across to Kenworth's. Rightio, we have a concrete pump here for $4,000 for the day. We'll hire it for the day. Now we'll head outside our building, hop back in the concrete pump and head up to our job site. Looks like a fairly big truck. I don't know if we need one this big for the job. Alright, we'll just head off and follow the line on the road back up to our work site. There's our job site that we laid our pipes in the last job. Right, we're just pulling into a job site now. Swing around here to the left. We'll just take it in nice and slowly. Says we need 40 metres to get on the job site. So we'll slowly nudge it into position. Just nudge forward slightly until it tells us we're in position, and then we can set the concrete pump up. And go forward a tiny bit. Right, we'll select set up the truck. Now our legs will go out. Truck lifts up a tiny bit. Now we can position our boom in the right position. Lift our boom up. And then it looks like if we keep lifting up, it will swing out again. Right, it loops out again. And then loops out the third time. This has a fairly long reach, this concrete pump truck. I don't think we needed one this big. We'll position the hose up on top of the roof. There we go. And it goes up, down. It's a bit awkward getting used to moving these controllers. The end of the hose. Alright. What we'll do is reposition the nozzle, and then we'll set up the concrete truck to start filling the pump. Alright, we're in position in the corner, so we'll jump out of our truck. First we'll open the hopper, the pump truck, and we'll climb out of our truck and head around to our concrete truck and reverse it back onto the hopper and the pump. Right, as you can see, the hopper door's open now. Alright, walk around, climb in our truck, hold the square button down, change the camera angle so we can actually see where we're loading. We'll put our chute out, turn our chute so it's directly backwards. And now what we'll do is try to line up so we put our chute inside the hopper. Right, just reverse back little bits at a time so we don't change the camera angle. A little bit. Right. Whoop. As you can see, the chute popped over, so we'll turn the chute a bit. Go back a little bit more. Now we've got the chute inside the hopper. We'll hit the square button, then hit discharge on the concrete truck. Climb out of the truck and go back around and hop in our concrete pump, and then we'll start laying the roof. As you can see, the concrete's pouring out of the concrete truck into the hopper. Get nice graphics in this game. Alright, climb back in our truck. Now what we'll do is we'll start up our concrete pump. As you can see, the concrete's coming out the end of the hose. We'll just move the hose around the roof until we fill in the area. Just keep spreading the concrete out. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button on the bottom left hand side of your screen. Keep spreading more concrete around. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I've been looking at the YouTube matrix and 99% of people watching my videos ain't subscribed, so please subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Rightio, we'll just keep moving it around, lifting it back and forth, trying to let it run out till it stops spreading out, and then trying to move the hose around. We're about 61%, 62%. Surface area covered. We'll just keep going back around this way, and then we might have to reposition the pump. Keep going a bit more. Bring across to the left a bit more. It stops running. Fill in this corner, and then we'll reposition the pump. Try to fill in that bottom right hand corner. So we'll stop the pump, reposition the head, and then we'll start the pump back up and fill in this corner. 97, 98, 97, 98, 99, 100%. There we go, the roof automatically fills in. So we'll reset the pump, make it nice and quick, jump out. Now that we're finished with the concrete pump and the concrete truck, what we'll do is we'll go into our vehicle inventory and we'll return both vehicles to clear them off site. Alright, we've done the company vehicle fleet, and we'll return the concrete pump. Yes, we're good with it. And then we'll go to our highlight our truck and we'll return the concrete truck. Right, now Hap wants to see us and congratulate us on our job. Well done. So we'll head over and talk to Hap, and this should complete our next job. Job completed. So we have one job to go, which is the car park job. So I'll catch you when episode 7 when we tar the car park. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.